Hello everybody and welcome back to the Bazaar. It is Dooley Day here today. So in we're gonna go to see what we can do in just a minute. Because first, we have to pay the drama tax, I suppose. I'm sure you can check the comments for drama tax evasion links and just skip right past this or whatever. But I figured it'd be a good idea to explain, again, where I'm at with the Bazaar. My full thoughts on the whole pack situation for those that care, I say in yesterday's video. There's a link in the description. You can go and just watch that. I talk about it for like 20 minutes. The long and short of it is, I do not like the pack system at all, really. I don't like it at all. I don't like the monetization of it, and I also don't even like the way that the packs are implemented anyways. However, I don't want to just, like, poof up and leave things up to interpretation, etc., etc. I want to play the Bazaar, and I think that there are some ways we can do it, and I think things can get back on track, especially because one message in the Discord actually is the reason why I was like, you know what, I will play the Bazaar today. That I feel like that gives me enough hope, and that was a message from Osoleve, who is a Tempo staff member, saying something along the lines of, and this is just spitballing ideas. One idea is that the old card packs could just merge into the core pool at some point, but that assumes we continue to release them in this way at all. As some may have seen in the past, we are not opposed to trying new ways of doing things. So that fills me with confidence in a couple ways. One, because if these new packs just get merged into the pool at a certain date, that does help a lot. That's a good start. It's a good start, in my opinion. However, the thing that fills me with more confidence is that they're not even confident they're going to keep them in this way at all. Like, saying, here's a solution if we kept it the same way, but honestly, we might not even do that, is kind of enough to give me just, like, that little bit of hope that this system will not stay in this way. So, what am I doing right now with the Bazaar? Well, I'm playing it. I'm playing as Dooley, who has no packs anyways. We kind of skipped over Dooley Day in the main uploads. We had a really fun claw video that is unlisted. You can find that link in yesterday's video in the comments. But we're going to be playing as Dooley. I have this skin. I bought the stuff. Like, I thought I want to go in and I want to have an informed decision. So I bought the stuff so that I can feel it. My intent was always to buy it the first time and then see if I want to buy that stuff the second time. If nothing changes, I do not intend to, well, first of all, I probably don't intend to play Bazaar at all if we don't get some change to these systems. But I've also already gone and, like, I've, where can I show it? This is, like, I've gone and I've unsubscribed here. I do not plan to renew this, unless, you know, something changes. That's just me being upfront. I will still have the rewards, you know, because I did it once, and I do not plan to buy, you know, the packs or the battle pass or whatever next month unless they change something, if I'm even playing the game at all. I'm also, for the time being, I keep on turning these off and they keep on coming back on. For the time being, I am not going to be using the card packs for right now. I'm not saying we'll never use them, but for right now, I just feel weird with it. I don't really want to. I don't want to support it. And also, new players won't necessarily have the packs, and thus, like, part of the benefit of my videos is lost, and this is just a whole nother mess with the system. Part of the benefit of my videos is lost if you cannot play the cards that I am playing. So that's just a whole nother reason this is stupid, right? But I will probably turn off the card packs for right now, for a little bit, until we get some system announced that changes things. I don't know. I don't have, like, a set date on it, but, like, I'm hoping we get some communication soon. Otherwise, frankly, I might be done uploading the Bazaar, which I would hate if that was the outcome, so I hope that's not true. All of that done. The timestamp is 4:45, and we are going to go to play some Bazaar as Dooley, who has no additional card packs anyways. It's all irrelevant on this character. Like, everything is irrelevant on this character. We have this new skin. That's from the Battle Pass. Nothing, in my opinion, nothing wrong with the skins being on the Battle Pass, all that stuff. Whatever, who cares? I think that's great. And speaking of, I think this is a really good skin. This might be my current favorite Dooley skin. So, like, hey, I like that. And then the board as well. Like, love it. Dooley board, Dooley skin. It's Dooley day, baby. I think we played the Ignition Core relatively recently. I gotta be honest, it was like 2 days ago, but I don't even remember what we played in that claw run with Dooley. Okay, so we could go for 12 gold, 3 income. We could go for a gold skill, or we could go for a choice of 3 bronze enchanted items. I'm not sure that this is good. It's the biggest gamble. It's either bad or something or whatever. It's just... It's very, very, random. 12 gold, 3 income lets me, like, buy and pivot and yada yada. Like, gold skill helps me with the early game, which I think I'm going to try and go for that. Your left-handed weapon does 40 damage. Sure. 70 damage on the core is a lot of damage. We could go for a medium item, or, I mean, since we already have, like, a really good item that we start with that does lots of damage... I'm going to go to the Jungle Ruins, and I'm going to take 3 regen just to really increase my odds on day 1. We've theoretically increased our odds a bit anyways, just by, like, taking the skill. Its income is the long term. Middle is, like, the enchant is, it's the gamble. It's the random gamble. And then the skill is early power. Hoping to snowball that into late game power in a different way. Or hoping to go for a clean 10-0. Like, that's kind of what the skills, the kit is. I think it's the best interpretation of the kit so far. I do think that. But the power difference of someone starting, like, on day 1, if you don't take this skill, you're gonna have a bad time if you go against someone who has. I get that it's a trade-off. I don't know. I wish that everybody just started with the gold, maybe, but... It is what it is. Bronze tier neutral item. Tiny furry monster. We don't have a friend, a food, or a toy. So there's nothing really there for us. Curio. I'm going to go for a small weapon. Because Dooley has a lot of good small weapons. Oh, this is... Oh my god. I had so much to cover in the beginning. I forgot to mention an important thing. The game got hotfixed. This is the other reason I was like, okay, I will definitely at least give it one more day. And that is, there was a hotfix that came out that changed a couple things. I guess we'll look at it. You can see right now it's relevant to Dooley because the Uzi is back at 2 seconds, which is pretty big. Let's see. I'm trying to open up the patch notes here. Boop. So there was a hotfix, a much needed hotfix that nerfed the cards from the packs that were too strong. Primordial Depth Charge got a 2-second cooldown nerf. I think maybe there will need to be more than that, but, like, honestly, a 12-second item is a very slow item. Dive Weights got a bit of a pretty noticeable, like, actually, not more than a bit, a very noticeable nerf. So that's that as well, which I think logical. Darkwater Anglerfish got a buff, which, honestly, in my opinion, cool. It was a terrible card. There was no reason to ever play it. It seems okay now. I don't think it's, like, great. And then Submersible got a bit of a buff as well, which I think is fine, because there's no reason to play that either. Yeti Crab got notably nerfed as well. Freezes 1 target. Does not go up to freezing 4 targets. That's good. That was silly. And then, additionally, we got some base kit buffs, as in, like, you know, the free Vanessa Pufferfish card got a pretty sizable buff, and I think it was already good. So there's that. And then the majority of, like, Cold Room got absolutely slammed. Ice Luge got changed and probably I would say nerfed. It made less janky. I don't know. It's probably a good change. Private Hot Springs got nerfed, which is good, and Steam Ladle got nerfed. So there's all of that, as well as some base buffs for some pig items that are in the base kit. And Uzi got reduced to 2 seconds from 3, which is great. And that's the majority of the stuff that matters. There's a couple other little things, like Octopus going from 9 to 8, which it's just a cute flavor fit. So there's all that. The only thing that's relevant to Dooley is the Uzi change, but it's a very relevant one because since everything got its cooldown increased by 1 second, this means that Uzi is sort of like in the old game, in the last patch, Uzi is the current equivalent of a 1 second item, truthfully, which is kind of nuts. It was already really good. It's probably better than ever, is what I would assume. Midsworth, small and large items. I do want to get another small item for here if I can. Uzi upgrade. Do we care? Not really. I'll take the thrusters to reduce the cooldown of these items. I will take the crypto because sure. And I'm going to throw the crit on this because maybe it'll crit once. You know what? The only time where 2 damage on the Uzi might matter is day 1, so I'll go for it. And we got a pig with a legendary skin, which I still don't have. But look at this. I don't know. I really like this skin. I think it's quite nice. Boring. All right, we got... okay, we win. I mean, it's pig. They started with the econ very clearly. Did they? Wait, they have 9? Wait, does pig starts with more income now than... No, pig starts with more gold than Dooley does. He starts with 8. That's a new change. The income option gives you 3. Yeah, whatever. But as you can see, he didn't start with the skill, so he's kind of just getting absolutely smacked down like mad there. We could get some spare change. We could go for some neutral items. I'm going to just hit the jungle ruins and take more regen and absolutely, like... Basically, I want to have a stranglehold on the early game. If we take an early game option with going for skill instead of econ, and then we lose the early game, it's an unmitigated disaster, to be frank. Because then we have to pivot into the late game with less resources than people who chose income. On a character that honestly doesn't have a great late game anyways, Dooley. I'm going to sell this at the profit here. So... meh? You're right, most of them has 8 crit, sure, whatever.
Maybe I'm getting better at
and then, see Mountain Pass, take Mountain Pass, especially when we have good early game strength. Getting early fights and winning them is a good way to turn this advantage into a long-term advantage. If I were to take Econ instead of left-handed here, it's worth noting there's no chance we beat this fight. I don't know if we beat this fight anyways. I will be honest. The 6 regen could do a lot for us, though. We're going to need a crit here, man. We got one, but yeah. Dude. One hit with that, with a crit, would be a big deal there. Oh, well. So we didn't get it anyways. We weren't able to turn it into an early advantage. It kind of makes sense. That is the hardest enemy of day 3, and we fought it the first hour of day 2. If we had more stuff on the board, maybe. But so yeah, we're trying to turn that stuff into a long-term advantage. Experience via fights is a good way to try and do so. That is unfortunate, but it also makes sense. Like, without a gold skill, there's no chance you beat that guy on hour 1 of day 2 as Dooley without, like, a god roll, you know? So, it is what it is there. Or, I mean, I guess the other option is if you're going for a defensive thing, like an armored core or something. Junkyard Club. That's a good get. Upgrade a bronze. You know what? As silly as it is, I am actually going to upgrade the core. It's 15 flat damage now. And then Isla for weapon. That sounds good to me. We're not going to get a level up.
Battle days are over, but my weapons crave more. Enjoy the thrill of battle.
Sure.
Well, you can.
Sure.
If you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
Sure. We'll do all that, and then we Junkyard Club. So whenever you use the core or another ray, your weapons will gain 2 damage. Whenever you use another tech item, charge this. So this is a tech. This is a tech. The rays still aren't tech. I feel like the raise could be made tech. Am I out of my mind there? I don't know. It's a Vanessa. It's a Vanessa that lost day 1. They probably didn't go skill. We are probably at a pretty big advantage. Correct. They went econ. We are at a definite advantage for the early fight. Bonk.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
I mean, Uzi 2-second with the left hand. That's so good. It's so good. Bronze tier item, bronze tier loot item. I also want to walk something back. I said in the first video that you could not get monster skills from the starting option pool. I said that because the developers said it in Discord. Okay, so and then they said, "Oh, actually, I was wrong." So, so that's like the starting pool can have monster skills. You can get augmented weaponry. And I do think that is stupid. You should not be able to. That's my humble opinion. You should not be able to get gold augmented weaponry right away. I don't think that's a hot take. It just shouldn't be a thing. We could go to the Lost Crate to get guaranteed value by upgrading this to 40 base damage, this to 3 scaling. Which I gotta tell you, I'm gonna do that. Like, we could get something cool at middle, but I also think we want to maybe get the cooldown reduction on the core. We have the rocket launcher. 7-second cast. So Uzi is back on top. 3-second Uzi felt cursed. So I'm down with it. I'm down with it. Katana needs to be moved back to 2 seconds, though. Katana and rifle need to be moved back to 2 seconds. Hell, I'm going to say something crazy. I think Katana could maybe be the only, like, 1-second weapon in the game. Personally, I think that that's possible. Or if they're willing to be flexible, I think, you know, giving us a 1.5-second cooldown item on Katana would be kind of cool. If there's anything that deserves it, I feel like it's Katana, because it's a 2-space item, and the gimmick is the same as the Uzi, basically. Reroll. I will take a first Aiden, who is, you know, 4 seconds. Again, like with the bonketing, everything getting the cooldown increased by 1 second. Aiden is basically back at a 3-second cooldown as a result. So that's just very good. Rematch, sucker. See, this is the type of board we're more likely to have by the time this guy shows up. With the gold skill start. And as you can see, it's an absolute massacre. I like this guy's new voice, by the way. Man, I wish we could focus on the cool things. Like a lot of good stuff has been changed in this patch. A lot of good stuff. We could upgrade bronze. We could get 20 damage here for sure. But honestly, Sylvia, I find to be like the direction vendor. If you find Sylvia around like day 2, 3, 4, when you're like, you don't have a plan yet, Sylvia is a really good place to find said plan. Pulse Rifle's very good, so I'll just take it.
Fable gave that to me.
And I'm willing to roll.
First date.
Metronome's very good. We'll take a metronome. This is feeling deja vu. Go ahead and put that into the Uzi, and we will take the metronome. I could take the drill. I don't feel like it, okay? I think that drill is extremely good. Borderline too good. And it's, in fact, probably better than ever because charge is probably a little bit better than it used to be. Pylon is fun. I don't have the money for it. All right, so we're going to get some board space. Okay, Mountain Pass, let's try and press our advantage here. Good deal. Trying to turn our early power into long-term value. If we can get multiple experience levels ahead of the people who started with Econ, that's good. Okay. upgrade a bronze or take a skill. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go boom, 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 boom. I think, yeah, let's metronome haste the adjacent. We'll charge up these faster. I think that sounds good. And then I'm going to go for bronze tier skills. The only thing we could upgrade is this, and it's good. I just don't care too much about the upgrade there.
I'm not sure where else to send you.
Defense grid's not bad. I'm going to roll though. Sure. Right-handed, quite good with a core, a red core. A Vanessa that lost day 1 and then won day 2. Probably not a skill start. Probably not. But it could be. It could be a skill start and they just got unlucky or went against somebody else with a skill start. You know, all that. No skill start. Fishing rod, star chart, Langxian. Langxian with 79% crit already.
All cannon. No
They started with a deadly silencer. They started with a deadly silencer. Oh my god, with the Langxian. Okay, so they won the lottery with their little coin flip at the beginning. So there's that. Definitely upgrading Aiden. 40 heal, 3 seconds of haste is just quite good. Pulse rifle, we need to only have one friend to get the triple multicast. Man, that's... A deadly silencer is such a good start because it's like... A deadly silencer is basically starting with a deadly weapon of your choice because it gives 50% crit to the thing on the left. So they had that, and then somehow it also had 29 crit. It's just, I mean, wow. What a lucky start that is. That's very strong. Give me a sharpening stone. Boop. Unfortunately, I don't know if we beat Flame Juggler. Maybe if we gear Nolabar. He's probably harder than normal, too, because of the bonkening. This is probably like a really tough fight right now. So, you know what? Unfortunately, I don't think I can take that risk. So I'm going to go to the Outlands Dervish, hoping mostly for Keen Eye. But gold is good. Clockwork Blades is fine. 2% cooldown is obviously not bad. See, like, we do so much damage. They just had an extremely fast Langxian with almost 100%. Enough to basically say 100% crit. That's spooky.
Maybe someday we'll teach each other.
Firepower is extremely good. Whenever you use the core, adjacent weapons gain 10 damage for the fights. It's enough for us to change the plan of everything here. It's also enough to mess up my my metronome. And say, like, I don't really know what to do with it anymore. Because that's a lot of early game power. But I can't put it here. Because then this is not getting the buff. I can't put it there. It's not getting the buff. Do this. But it's like, whatever. Do this, but it's like... It's a little bit whatever as well. It's not that whatever. The thing is, I can't do that because then my left hand gets moved. I can't do that. So if I want to keep these things in this way, this is the way. Awkward.
Nothing
I'll check
tiny,
middle.
Nothing huge. All about moderation.
I don't wanna.
You might try
It's very good, though. You could take that. We have the metronome already. You put a random enchant on this or something, or you put a slow, poison, burn. Yeah, that's it. Enchant on this. Go to the moon. Hit me with an Isla. Okay, Arc Blaster getting the upgrade has me actually a little bit interested in doing this. I'm going to use another tech. This is the only tech, though. It's like How much faster is it going to be than the Alpha Ray? Considering this charges up, I think it'll be notably faster than the Alpha Ray. I think it will be notably faster. And I'm even going to roll Wild Style. Okay, hold on. We got to think. 2, 4, 6. Oh! 2, 4, 6, 8. I can't. That sucks, man. Obsidian pulse rifle with the double damage. It's right before the fight too. If this was hour 1, you know I'm selling my board to make this happen. If this was hour 1, you know I'm selling my board to make it happen, but I can't do it on the final hour. We'd be throwing the day for sure. Like 1,000%. And then also railguns here, which is... I'll never use another tech charge. This is not tech. I'm gonna cry. Wind streaking Dooley. Ignition Core. Yep, Ignition Core's got, I would imagine, a very good early game. They're going for the power drill angle. And they have the cool... I mean, like, I get it. They've got a good setup there. Bonk, bonk, bonk. But I've just got red numbers. Oh, they got imp weaponry, too. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's a good board, especially for a Dooley that didn't start with the gold skill. Not that we're getting to the part of the game where that doesn't matter anymore. Hit me with docks. Hit me with weapon. Huh. We could, like, put it there for survivability. I'll hold on to it, but I just don't think that's going to be anything. Just give me the free experience point, probably. And then we're definitely going to the biggest, baddest dude. God, if this was obsidian. If we got the obsidian, that'd be so nice. This is going off pretty often. It's relatively keeping the uptime of the Uzi. Three casts, so it's better than a 4-second item, huh? I mean, it has the permanent haste too, so it should be better than a 4-second item. Okay. Silver tier tool, silver tier items, silver tier loot. Give me a silver tier loot. Cooldown reduction, baby. Bang. Oh. Isla.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you finish a fight.
So, laser pistol is tech. I'm gonna hold on to it and think about it.
Then come back and tell me.
It's the guy. I've been wanting to play the guy.
Use it well.
It's cybersecurity.
Make me proud.
Gotta figure out the plan, though. Be quiet. Be very, very quiet, I guess. Why did I do that? Why did I sell the wrong thing? I forgot about this. Do 2 times damage if it's your only friend. I'm an idiot, boy. Okay, so we can do that. Alpha Ray. It's an obsidian race, Carl.
I prefer action.
Okay. Does 2 times damage if it's your only friend. Do 15 damage for every weapon or tech item you have. I'm going to do that, I guess. And then I say the Arc Blaster is probably going to be the fastest of these. I don't know, because this is tech, so this is like... Since this is a 5-second tech item, you can basically treat this as 1 second less cooldown. Same as that. So this basically has a 5-second cooldown, and then maybe if the core... theoretically, the Arc Blaster is the fastest, even though it has a higher cooldown because of everything. We're about to hit level 7, which is when we can upgrade the cybersecurity again. And I gotta tell you, I really, really want to. I'm going to hit the Jules Cafe and try and push the advantage right now. Because we have a massive power spike at level 7. Because this guy upgrades very well. Very, very well. And we're otherwise in maybe a little bit of a wee pickle. Yeah, I think I'd like to... I guess I probably have to drop the pulse rifle. I think I probably want to drop it anyways for 2 smalls regardless. They have shipwreck already? I'm dead. They have shipwreck already. Unless I kill really fast here. Oh! Okay. Oh! They were... Oh, God. Look, that was about... Okay, hold on. Let's see. Because the Shark Ray obviously is not going to do a lot on the first go. But the next one that was really about to go off. It probably would have scaled to 500 by then. Would have going to do 1,000 damage. Holy... I'm glad we went for the damage boost. Guys, can we say... You're right, Mr. Retromation. You needed that damage boost. Holy crap, man. Go to Andy. We are looking for some smalls, some small tech or weapons. We can get rid of our other friends because I'm all in on cybersecurity, dude. All the way up to 5. Wee woo. I guess in a slower meta, that probably is back to being decent. Jason Adams gained 4% crit. It's just nothing, really. Go for the deadly duel. So, yeah, now we're at 280. Shoot! I just realized we're throwing our firepower boost. I mean, it's good to realize that in a PvE fight. We can't play Light Bulb, really. At least not like this. I don't plan on using any tools. The only weapon tool I can think of that's like that Dooley has is like Chris Army Knife. We're not playing that because it's a friend. We lose that bonus. I'm going to skip this. I don't want it in my pool. I want to be more likely to get the upgrade to firepower. Boom. Upgrade silver or lower. So this goes from 280 damage to 780 damage. Because this goes up and this goes up. Do we beat in the Infernal, though? Oh, God. Do we beat the Infernal? I think we do, but I don't know. Let's find out. We might be throwing here. We might. We might not. So yeah, the fact that this is on the right of the core means we are going to be charging it up relatively often. We are going to have to cast it twice. Maybe. Or maybe we're strong enough to not. Oh! I was right to be scared. I was right to be scared, but I'm also a genius. Oh my God. Oh, my butt. Okay. Go to middle. We're going to look for any opportunity we can to basically get extremely lucky and find an early upgrade to cybersecurity, which would make it so it's like, this is the equivalent of like a sniper rifle, that the support for it is instead of having no weapons, it's having lots of weapons. That's the way to think about cybersecurity, generally. This is a good tech item. And it's made better now that it's back at 1 second and everything's been bonked. That might be worth dropping some other stuff. I think that might be worth it. So schematics, whenever you level up, get a tech item. That's just good econ, and obviously like that benefits the cybersecurity We can get some more tech options. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. 2,000 damage. Jesus. Okay. That's so lucky. I don't know what we do. Like, we're not going to have a lot of access to good freeze options. This, we only have, like, one that I care about. I'm going to go to Orland. First 5 times use your leftmost item, haste an item. Yeah, that sounds good. We got the Uzi. It's very fast. But we could also even do something like this. God, we drop so much damage by having that. Just one less slot. It could be the difference between one-shotting. All right. Send it. Send it. 2,000 damage. Okay. We one-shot them. Wait, they're win-streaking? Oh, they got diamond tempering. Did they start with tempering or something? Maybe. Bye-bye.
Defeat does not defeat me.
Defeat does not defeat me. I mean, yeah. Toxifang is good. Tempering, I mean, diamond tempering. So they must have started with gold tempering. Push the advantage, mountain pass. Treasure turtle's a little bit funky for us, but we win it for sure. Like the power spike we got from lucking out with the early cybersecurity diamond is so good and could lead us to getting a win streak into victory here. It could. Gold is good. That's a lot of gold, in fact. Going to go ahead and hit the Jules Cafe and take the damage up. So 2,000 goes to 2,100. It's a ×4 boost. We are going to sell our bar of gold before going to the treasure turtle, because I would like another one, please. Thank you. Hunker down would be good as well. Okay. Glamour is fun. Not tech, though. We're going to go ahead and do this. We are desperately looking for cooldown reduction. It's fine. Same deal. Desperately looking for cooldown reduction.
That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
Not playing those. I might play that. Don't have any slows.
Trash is tragedy.
I'm going to take this anyways because I would play cool LEDs if we found them, which is a small tech item that slows. So it's good for this guy. No cooldown reduction! Are you out of your mind, little man? I didn't think about how we'd have. I changed my mind because I want the fancy chocolates. Okay, it's a Vanessa. There's multiple things that I would like to replace on my board, but I'm not really looking for mediums. We lose out on lighthouse. They don't have a dock line, so I'm not that scared. That sucks. We just need to cast it once, man. Bye-bye. Holy crap, man. Medium items, I don't care. Like I said, Atomic Clock is the only thing that's a maybe there. Other characters, I guess I would look at Vanessa.
Some of this I found. Most of it I took.
Piranha.
selling to my own enemies. What would Father say? I really don't like doing this.
That checks out. The annoying thing is I have to turn off the packs because I might find the items there and then I'll be like, oh god, this is awkward. Oh, this is, you know, because I have to turn off the. I thought I turned off the packs, but they keep on turning back on. I don't know what to say. Okay, to Dr. Vortex. Biggest baddest dude. We're looking for Neophiliac here. Not that we have a lot of status effects. We do have haste. Slow effects. I'm going to go random on the cybersecurity.
Becoming triangular.
Deadly. I would take deadly even. But yeah, obsidian, toxic, poison. Cringe. Haste 2 items for 4 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Shrouded Figure and try and boost some more XP.
Of the foundation, they wait, they build.
Small items. I'm very open.
First step toward good taste.
GPU is very worth taking. Haste the core for 3 seconds. It's unbonked too. Did not get bonked. We just wanted the fastest stuff here, but haste the core for 3 seconds when this is like charging up our cybersecurity. It's so good. And it's tech. It's a dream, man. It's a dream. Simon, please. We have a couple things. So we could go for firepower. We could also roll and hope for one of two really... Like, there is, if you have only one friend, reduce it and your core's cooldown. Cybersecurity loves that so much. Oh, of course it's... Of course it's only the 5%, though. I was hoping for the gold. I like gold. If the first 5 times you use the core, haste an item for 2 seconds is very good. I'm going to take that because it might equate to, honestly, a faster setup than the other thing there. I would assume.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
What do we got here? Barrel. Shiny double barrel. Ah, the fabled quadruple barrel run. Bye-bye.
You've got talent. You should put
One.
it toward
Got him.
noble
1,
deeds.
2, 3, 4 barrels. That is quite the board there. Small items, hit me with it.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it.
God, I wish we could thrusters. I mean, I guess we could put the thrusters on the right of this, but it's just like, ugh, ugh. Garbons.
Window shoppers.
Weapons? Do we care? Do I care? Not really, actually. I actually don't. I don't really care about upgrading this stuff. The only thing that kind of has a moderate upgrade really to our win condition would be an Alpha Ray, and that's already Diamond. This is already Diamond. We just want to stack. Death Knight Reaper. How much HP does Death Knight Reaper have? Go to howbazaar.gg. Day 9. 3,675 is actually concerning. That's actually concerning. I'm going to go to the Elite Duelist. Big Ego is very good anyway, so it's not like it's a huge risk, really. Wouldn't mind the Revolver. I'd probably play it over the... I don't know. Maybe I'd play it over the Laser Pistol. It's not the board for it, unfortunately. There's a world where we just ran all tech with no weapons, And then I don't know. There's a world, but it's just... It's the fact that it takes the lowest damage value. That's the problem. Haste items? I'm down to see if there's any cool haste enchanted things. It's too slow. Yo, that's kind of cool. I can't afford it, though.
Oh, not everyone's ready for the fast life.
Gold. Give me cooldown reduction. Okay. It's a Vanesser. Potentially a new Vanesser. Default skin. Oh, they're Grand Founder. That doesn't necessarily mean they're not new. Obsidian Cutlass? That is a lot of damage, man.
Like my crew says at
Not
the
enough,
bar. Another round.
Obsidian Cutlass. Did that... Wait, hold on. Did that not crit? No, they both crit. They only have 60% chance to crit, so... Honestly... The fact that that was the worst outcome... felt pretty fine to me. Please. If you don't give me cooldown reduction here, I'm going to riot. Okay. Boom. Take as a friend. 10 seconds down to 9.1. Like a full second less cooldown is huge for us. Can you see why I've been looking for that? Alright. Another potential massive hit at Frost Street Champion. Blizzard. At the start of the fight, freeze all non-weapon items. You can see how much that affects my board. Just to say, not very much. This board benefits from the fact that there's not a lot of pigs on the ladder right now. I don't know if it shouldn't be because pig's not good. Like, I think pig's good, even with the freeze stuff getting nerfed. I think pig's still... Holy moly, man! Give me some skills. That's a high roll. Holy moly, high rolly. We can do better. We in fact can't really. Improvised weaponry is very good, but I just don't really have crits, so... Don't really care about upgrading anything. The only thing I would consider would be GPU. I'm just going to go to Orlan, though. I'm going to go to Defense Grid. We just basically need to get a cast off. There's consideration for dropping the GPU, of course, because it's not a weapon. But I think it's good enough to play anyways. See Bazarcon, take Bazarcon, go 2 XP. It's too much to pass up. It's a Vanesser. It's a Vanesser. Sniper rifle, me too. Oh my god, they got the Spices sniper rifle gimmick. Oh no. Oh no. The good news is 13% crit. The good news is since we froze this stuff, they didn't get to double this on the first go. Right? Like that actually made the difference there on whether or not that 100% made the difference on whether or not they would have. No, it still was never going to go off in the first. The timing's not there. We got a shiny crow's nest. Sorry, it's just the fight's over so fast. I'm trying to figure out if they did twice as much damage. Oh, okay. If they did twice as much damage, nothing would have mattered anyways. But I think that if we didn't crit, we'd probably lose that. We'd have to get 2 shots off before they, in the window of them getting 1 shot, which, if they have 7 seconds and haste, it's a little bit tricky. I don't know that we would. So that's lucky. Lucky crit, 13%. You know, there's a couple good things. Ooh, there we go. Right eye. This is good upgrade too, but like just an extra 8% chance to crit to give ourselves another opportunity to just be lucky. Anyone uses a non-weapon slow, that's cool and all, but Veteran Octopus has Arms Race. 2% crit chance for every weapon you have. Obviously, extremely useful for our purposes here. I want to say, if we didn't lose that person earlier, on day 2 or whatever, 3, 2, whatever, to the Langxian Deadly Silencer start, we won this already. So I think we capitalized quite effectively on our early start. 6 seconds, but it goes twice. I think this is fine. Are you also tech? No. Adira.
I'm not judging you. I'm evaluating you.
You have at least 7 weapons in play, or 7 items in play. Everything has 30 more damage. I'm going to take it. That's a lot of damage for this guy.
Until tomorrow, that is.
I'm going to take a shield, because this is the most important fight. This is a make or break, and we're going to go to Jules, because this is a very important fight. It's a pig. What did I say, though? Oh, no. Pig is not really the person we want to see with a setup like this. Flat, no scaling damage. Restorative Silk Scar. Oh, boy, howdy. I am glad we're freezing all that stuff. That janks up their system really bad. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh my god. This actually seems pretty good. Cybersecurity good now? Question mark? I mean, the bonkening really affected cybersecurity in a positive way. And the fact that there's new players on the ladder affects me in a really positive way. Dang, man. Well, that is a Bazaar Hall of Fame. Zoop. We are going to be going... Actually, hold on. What episode is this? That's a cybersecurity win. This is episode 131. Where are you? All right. Bazaar 131. That's a cybersecurity victory. I'm pretty sure everything else on here we've won with. Yeah. Yeah. Or wait, hold on. Did I laser? Yeah, no, that's what I thought. We actually haven't won with laser pistol before because there's not been a large reason to play it. And there still isn't necessarily. It's not a vast improvement. It's not like it counts for double because it's a weapon and a tech. I wish it did. I feel like that'd be fun. 60 damage for each weapon or tech item you have. It'd be fun in the unique scenario that you have a weapon tech card that counted double for that. Not that it needs it, clearly. Worth noting as well, you probably see Clarm right here. I will... Maybe I'll link in the comments the unlisted Dooley run that we did that has that as well. There's nothing wrong with the run when I unlisted it. It's just it just didn't reflect my current thoughts in like the end rant and like a couple comments throughout the video. It just didn't reflect my my up-to-date thoughts very well. But that run was so good, and you have to see it. You have to see it. Yeah, so we're going to go to the collection, and then we'll do our prerequisite drama tax at the end, just to reiterate where I'm at, talk about the channel a little bit, plans, etc., etc. That run was a lot of fun. I really liked it. Cybersecurity is fun to actually make cybersecurity work at this point. Really do appreciate being able to do that. Dooley feels really good, and he has no card packs. Like, that is... Those are facts. Those are fact things to say. Does it mean anything? Not really. Does it change my mind on anything? Not really. Because it's more about the core systems in place here, but... It is nice to know, like... what can I definitively say? Can you win without card packs? definitively, extremely yes. 100% yes. I can say that with confidence, but it does bring me to the point that I don't really care. That's not what it's about. I don't think that the having differing playing pools really makes sense for the game at all. I think having the card packs in this current implementation is really unhealthy for the game in multiple ways. And as much as I know it's an effective method to monetize the game, it's just, I don't think that it is worth the trade-off for how much it is going to make the game a worse game in the long run, as well as being a monetization practice that I don't really agree with anyways. But it's also has the risk of making things worse.
Bright and brimming with
Okay, so the pack is off. Okay, so they did stay off. Good. Because the thing is, without them off, they would have the potential to show up in like the Pearl's dig site or something, or in the merchant vendors. And just for right now, I want to play this as if I want to play this as if I have access to all of the cards only that someone who launched the game for the first time has access to for right now. Which is a shame, because the new cards are cool and I want to play with them. So Tempo, do something, and more importantly, communicate soon. Because, like, if we don't get changes to this system, or at the very least, like, proper communication. Massive shout-outs in the Discord, though. Again, like, there's a couple Tempo staff in the Discord that are communicating very well, and I think, like, doing a good job of explaining that they are open to these changes, because I know people say they're not open to changes. They cite a lot of reasons, valid or otherwise. It's irrelevant. I'm just saying the messages from Sokolov especially line up with things they've said in the past, that they're like, we're willing to change these certain things, and then they ended up doing that. Those words have been met with actual action in the past. They do seem like they are open to changing these systems. Everyone is caught up in the fact, thinking that Tempo is one person. Tempo is not one person. Tempo is a group of people, a large group of people, medium-large group of people, and I do trust that they will come to the conclusion that the card pack system, and especially the current implementation and monetization of the card pack system, is very unhealthy for the game moving forward. And I will make it unambiguous. If I stop playing the Bazaar on my channel, the only reason is because of the current card pack system and monetization of it. If I stop playing, that is the only reason. Nothing ambiguous there. I wanted to make that clear. If I stop playing, it's because I think the system is bad. Like, I mean, okay, I guess I have to, I know I said unambiguous, but I gotta say it again. Like, there are other factors that aren't great as well. But I'm just saying that's the main thing where I'm like, if I stop playing, it's because I don't like that and the direction of it, and I don't want to support it much, more than I already basically accidentally have, by supporting the game for so long already anyways, before these things were in place. But again, if you skip the beginning, I have turned off my subscription renewal. I will not turn it back on, like, whatever, hip hooray. I'm not looking for points. I'm just, for the people who care, I'm turning this off until something is changed there. I do not plan to play with the new cards right now, at the very least until we hear communication. I'm not saying I will never play with them again. The moment they're available for gems, I wouldn't really feel much problems with playing them then anyways. But the system is bad. Okay. And now let's do a brief talk about the channel. You noticed yesterday I played Card Survival Fantasy Forest. That was a lot of fun. Was it I saw some speculation that it was intentional for me to possibly to upload that during the midst of this? Yes. Very astute. Yes, it was on purpose. It was on purpose that I wanted to have some flexibility with my direction moving forward. I've always intended to get back to variety. I've just been wrapped up in the Bazaar, and I've also just been very busy with a lot of personal stuff. I have a lot of I have a lot of personal projects in my completely unrelated to YouTube life that are going on that I'm handling, but also Bazaar has consumed me. I do intend to get back to more variety. The question will be whether or not it is alongside Bazaar or in place of it. I don't know. I do hope that we hear more from Tempo. I hope that it's annoying to be thrust into a kind of ambassador role, but I hope that I have some sway because of it. Please, that'd be so nice. Because I'm not talking about this from somebody who wants internet points. I don't care. I could not care less. I don't need I don't need your respect. I don't care. I like this game a lot. I would like to play this game for a long time in my personal time as well. So if I can use this unwarranted sway that I have to make this game a better game for myself as a consumer as well, that's something that I would like to do as well, because this game is fantastic. It is so good. It is such a waste that we have to talk about this game in such a stupid way right now. And it's because of a major stupid decision and communication around that one stupid big decision. And I think that they can earn their goodwill back. I do think that communication needs to happen relatively soon. Those are my takes on that. Will we be back with Bazaar tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. It depends how I feel. And that's that. But I love the game. And I hope desperately that some things change. Alas, that is that. It's going to do it here for today. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel for potentially more Bazaar every single day. I will be uploading stuff. I might end up taking a day off on purpose or accidentally over the course of the next few days as I'm trying to navigate and figure out what my plan is and what's best for me and my mental health and my enjoyment. But I had a lot of fun today with Dooley, who again has none of this going on. I'm glad that they did a hotfix to nerf the strong cards. That's great and all, but it's only half of the issue. It also, the fact that they did that also proves the fact that they were too strong in the first place. You know, hey, alas. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel. Potentially more Bazaar every single day. I would hope to be playing more Bazaar every single day. I would love it. I would love nothing more. My plan was that this year was going to be a lot of Bazaar, and I am forced to care about basically video game politics instead. Isn't that fun? Thanks a lot. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.